What do you think the reason is why the USG is going in?
No comment.
Come on.
No.
Come on, you can say.
No, I don't want to say. Well, the Libyan central bank, for one, is one of the
put
few.
You on the spot.
Yeah, is one of the few 100% state-owned central banks. So they're central.
Muammar owns the bank.
That's right.
Oh.
Yeah. The people, the Republic of Libya, owns the central bank for one, and I hear they have some natural resources over there.
No, I maybe a little bit. Yeah, I don't. Not
sand, perhaps.
Sand,
I'm not sure.
Sand is big. Silica is good.
Could be. They need to make a lot of silica, and where else are you going to get sand?
The thought I had. Would you bear with me for a second?
Okay.
It's a year and a half from now, and the United States government says we're just going to have to cut. We're going to have to cut Social Security by 25% and raise the age to 70 and this and that because we just spend $1 trillion on war and we just don't have enough money. And so a couple million people decide to march on Washington, a peaceful demonstration, and then some of the military start firing on the people in Washington because they do. If that would happen, it could. And then all of a sudden Russia comes in to support the people that have gone to the demonstration in Washington.
It's a dangerous precedent.
How do you think we would feel?
Right.
How do you think we would feel? Would that be legal?
Well,
would that be lawful?
It depends who wins.
Would that be reasonable? I mean, is it any different from what I just said?
I don't think so. Yeah, in fact, I'm not a big person on this type of activity. So
what kind of activity?
Sticking our nose in other people's business. I know Ben Franklin, the very first coin that he proposed was a cent. And on one side, it had the 13 colonies united in rings, and on the other, it had a sundial and the motto, what he proposed, mind your business.
Really?
Yes.
Ben did.
Yeah.
Good old Ben.
Yeah. So I'm big on that mind your business thing.
And isn't there a quote that you see from time to time, Andrew, with George Washington talking about the
foreign entanglements.
Foreign entanglements and the affairs of Europe, and he called, what did he say, something to the effect, do you know the quote?
Yeah, we should avoid foreign entanglements from his second, sort of like the Eisenhower, watch out for the military-industrial complex. In Washington's day, that's when the French had their little thing, firing on their own people.
Oh, yeah.
All right, and Jefferson said, hey, we got to get over there and help the French people. And that's when Washington really took the hardline position that surprised everyone, because obviously the French had given us a great hand during the war, but it didn't surprise when you consider that he was holding back from supporting those in power. It's a very odd situation, U.S. foreign policy. You'd have to really study it closely to try to get an angle on what we're doing, but it appears to be that, westward expansion, manifest destiny, we are destined to rule the world type of an attitude. I don't know where it came from, but it's been around for quite a while.
Well, of course, it's been spun, and it has been since, we've been doing these things as, maybe the last 30 or 40 years of installing democracies around the world.
Right, and then leaving the strings attached so that, we can jerk them around whenever we need to.
And so far, it seems like these revolutions are doing no more than dividing these countries in Bahrain and now probably Tripoli is going to end up being divided. And where's the other one? In North Africa. They get all divided up, and then you have these civil wars, and boy, what a mess.
Yeah, and into the vacuum comes the strong hand of power that,
they choose a side.
Right, the glue. Pick a side, coalesce around it, and then fund it, take over, and voila, you've now got another country under your belt or within your sphere of influence. And I think that's what it really is. They want it's not a we anymore, right?
No.
Money wants to be able to call places and get things done. And the way that is done is by having your people there. So if you study the history of the old merchant bankers, everyone likes to talk about the House of Rothschild. You see how they got things done. The office in London called the office in Paris, right? He sent the carrier pigeon, and that's how they got things done. So this influence, the idea that you have influence in foreign capitals, I mean, really, I think has been a way of diplomacy forever.